Hello everyone, my name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen, and welcome back to my channel. This is a little bit high up, but that's fine. I'm sitting on the ground currently. You are propped on my antique bookshelf, and I'm starting this vlog. Welcome to yet another weekend reading vlog. It is Friday today. I'm actually starting it on time. And I am sitting here with a pile of books around me because guys, I'm in the middle of so many books right now. So many. And I have so many that I want to read. So this is just a dilemma. So I've said so many times. Oof. Anyways, Okay, so the first book that I'm in the middle of is The City of Brass, which I haven't picked up in like a month. I'm also in the middle of Falling Kingdoms. I'm also in the middle of Wicked and the Wallflower. I've started The Curse of the Pharaohs, and I've also started An Ember in the Ashes, and I have my two classics that I have not read in like a week. So this weekend, what am I going to be reading? I don't know. I would like to finish a book, and I would also like to get to that Kerri Maniscalco arc that I was supposed to get to last week. Yeah, I might read that because I've been seeing it everywhere on the internet and I'm really excited about it. So I think that's going to be on my reading list for this weekend, which is just me starting another book, let's be honest. But I think I'm going to try and finish Wicked and the Wallflower this week and this weekend. And I'm also going to see if I can make a dent in the Elizabeth Peters book. And then also that Kerri Maniscalco arc, because it is September 25th today. And I did the math last night. I have 8 books left on my TBR out of the ones that I've mentioned that I'm going to be reading for this month. And I really would like to get to them all. That's the issue. I also would love to get to An Ember in the Ashes because I know I could read this fast. And then once I'm done this, or once I'm done any of these books really, because these two are going to be audiobooks and I will probably do them while I'm crocheting. And I'm 65% done this one and like 30 pages into this one, hardly anything. So I'm gonna be doing that. And I have so many books that I want to read, and I'm sitting here planning my my October TBR a little bit because I have some books that I'm doing buddy reads with, and I just want to read all the books. I just want to read them all. So my plan this weekend: finish this one, hopefully finish this one, and the Kerri Maniscalco arc would love to get to, and I would also like to make some progress on An Ember in the Ashes. That's the plan, because I'm just not in the mood for Falling Kingdoms or City of Brass. And my two classics, if I get to them, I get to them. They are currently sitting there. I have Count of Monte Cristo and House of Mirth. So I got those two to get to. And hopefully these 3 to read, plus an arc. Can I do it in 3 days? Can I read all of this? Probably. We're gonna try. We're going to try. Anyways, yeah, nothing else is really happening. Bella's still not well. She's not getting better. We figured out what was wrong with her. We went to the vet Monday with her and they did some x-rays and couldn't find anything. And then they were just like, just keep her on the pain meds, maybe it'll go away. And then by, I believe, Wednesday morning, we were like, she's not getting any better. Brought her back to the vet. And they did more x-rays for the rest of her body and found out that she has a depressed disc in her back. So we basically just have to keep her very still and very calm for as long as we can, like a week, for her to heal this, keep her on the pain meds, and then once that's done and she's kind of back to normal, we have to think about like just keeping the pain at bay, because it's one of those things that's just not fixable, because it's like I think my dad has a slip disc in his back sometimes, like it is a flare-up type of thing. So we're just hoping that it goes away because the poor baby's in so much pain. But anyways, thought I'd update you on that. I'm gonna go upstairs and I think I'm gonna crochet. My first yellow ball of my blanket is a flat nothing, so I think I'm gonna try and make this into a smaller ball and continue crocheting my blanket. And I'm gonna be doing gray next, which is exciting. But yeah, welcome to my weekend reading vlog. I hope you enjoy. Alright, and just like that, I have managed to not only crochet 2 more rows in my blanket and fix that giant mess of a yellow ball, but I finished Wicked and the Wallflower. I absolutely love this book. Oh my god, it is now one of my favorite romances ever. It's up there with Chloe Brown, you guys. It's so good. But yes, another one of my TBR jar picks. Done. I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars, 4.5 stars, around there. I have to think about it a little bit, but oh, so good. It was so good. It felt like I was watching something that had like more stakes than just love to it, you know, because it was dealing with like a daughter of a Marquess and this criminal who was like the king of Covent Garden, and I was like, it's so good. You guys need to read it. If you're interested in it at all, read it. And the steamy scenes, whew, steamy. Anyways, yes, done this. I am now going to go cook dinner and possibly watch some YouTube, catch up on that Critical Role that I've been like binging for the past few days. I'm now on episode like 67 or 68. It's insane. Love it so much, and I do it when I'm crocheting. So like, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna do that. And then I think once I get bored of crocheting, or if I ever get bored of crocheting, probably won't, I'm going to pick up, I really want to read An Ember in the Ashes, so I think I'm going to do that and save the arc for tomorrow. So yeah, that's what's happening. But yeah, finished this. Good morning, friends. Happy Saturday. I am here just about ready for a day of relaxation. I'm just going to put my hair sort of up, because as we know, it doesn't really work most of the days, but that's fine. I haven't really gotten any reading news. Yesterday I just ended up watching Critical Role until about 3 in the morning because the campaign got wild. Wild. We've had some betrayals. It's a great time. And, yeah, but today is reading day. I believe I'm going to take Ember in the Ashes upstairs. And I'm going to read. I also would like to write some today because I re-picked back up draft 2 earlier this week for Project Dream. So would like to do that at some point. But yes, so I'm going to take with me An Ember in the Ashes. And if I care to crochet at any point, I will listen to Elizabeth Peter's The Curse of the Pharaohs, which is the second book in the Amelia Peabody series, which I'm only 30 pages into. But yes, speaking of crochet, if you guys want a crochet update, I will give you a crochet update. I have now many rows. I have so many rows. It's very hard to see. So I started these rows last night, and then I have all of this already done, so it's coming along swimmingly. But yeah, that's that. I'm in a reading mood. I'm also kind of in a writing mood, so it's gonna be a good Saturday. But yeah, I gotta go upstairs and take care of my Bella. Make sure that she doesn't jump on anything like a crazy animal she is, because we know she's going to be jumping on something. We know. Anyways, yes, that is my update for this morning. It's gonna be a good day. It's the girl. It's the baby. She looks extremely content. Look at her. Oh my god. Mom ended up building her this like ramp out of the couch cushions so she could sit up there without hurting herself. But she looks extraordinarily content, and I have not seen her lay like this with like all her limbs splayed out in so long. Hey, you look like a tired baby. But yeah, that's the baby. just finished like a little bit of writing for today. I wrote 2,000 words, which is really cool, but it's not like all drafting. It's a lot of copy pasting and like doing a little bit of edits and stuff from like the previous draft, so it's fun. But I'm done that for now, and I'm going to read for the rest of the day. So, An Ember in the Ashes, here I come. Hey friends, I'm here reading. Just sat down to read, and I realized that I never even told you that I hit the 5K mark in Draft 2 Project Dream. It's pretty exciting. 5K now written in that draft, cruising right along. But yeah, it's a lovely day. It's not as hot as it was earlier, which is good because it was kind of toasty roasty in here with the sun on it. Now it's nice and kind of, you know, overcasty, and the wind is a little bit nicer in here. I literally have all the windows wide open because it's just gotta catch the minimal breeze that's happening. But yeah, that's what's going on. I don't really have anything else to update you guys on. It's just a lazy Saturday, so it's a good time. But yes, I'm going to spend some time rereading Ember in the Ashes, and I will catch up with you guys a little later. Good morning, friends. Happy Sunday. I am here trying to figure out if I like my hair like this. I don't think I do. It's Sunday. What's going on today? Not a whole lot, as most Sundays are pretty chill. Last night I didn't end up reading a whole lot of An Ember in the Ashes. I think I got to like page 60 something, and then I just started crocheting and watching Gilmore Girls. And then I was up till 1 watching Gilmore Girls and crocheting. Apparently my life is just that now. But I think today I'm going to be reading more. But today, really excitingly, I actually got invited to be part of Desi from Darling Desi's Pride and Prejudice live stream today. So that's really exciting. I mean, I didn't reread it recently, but I've read that book 3 times, and I studied it in university, so I am very prepared for this. I have my 2 books sitting there, 2 copies of mine, the one that I used in university with all my notes in it, and then another one that I have just because, yeah, the live stream's at 6 tonight, so I have a long time to go, but I'm excited. But yeah, I'm gonna deal with this, but I think we're going into the city for a bit, just for funsies. I gotta find more wool, because my yellow, I'm down to my last ball, and I'm like not even halfway through the blanket, so gotta get some more of that. But yeah, exciting. I've also noticed that my blanket's a little wonky on the sides. It kind of goes out like that, which is a little annoying, but it's okay. We'll see if I can keep it straight from here on out. Crocheting woes. But yeah, today I'm going to... What am I going to read? Probably An Ember in the Ashes. I'm going to finish dealing with this, and then I'm going to go upstairs, grab some coffee, and start my Sunday. It's a relaxing Sunday. And you'll notice I'm not wearing my Luke sweater for the first time in like days because it needs to be washed. It's the only reason why. It's in my laundry basket, and I'm sad because I want to wear it, but this is like next best thing. Next best sweater in my coziest, you know, just in my closet. But yeah, I'll catch up with you guys a little later. Hey friends, it is now a little later. I'm in my room, crocheting and watching Critical Role, because what's new? I didn't end up doing any reading today. I tried to pull up my audiobook for the Pharaoh's Curse, or The Curse of the Pharaohs, the second Amelia Peabody book, but Scribd was not letting me open it. Every time I tried, I got an error message, so that's not fun. And I didn't want to start another audiobook because I have so many books on the go right now. So I ended up watching a little bit of Critical Role, and then I had the live stream with Desi that I talked about earlier in this vlog. I was so excited to be invited to be part of that. We had just a great discussion about Pride and Prejudice. I will leave the link to it in the description below if you want to go watch. If you guys haven't been around here as like for a very long time on my channel, You probably wouldn't know that I absolutely love classic books. I was an English major in university and I absolutely adored reading classic books, and it was one of my goals actually of 2020 to read more of them, which I have done. I've finished reading all of Jane Austen's works, and Jane Austen is one of my favorite authors of all time, so it was so lovely to be invited to be part of the Pride and Prejudice talk. So that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, I believe I'm now on like page 72 of An Ember in the Ashes, and I haven't even started the Carrie Maniscalco arc. And I can't tonight because I have a headache from just kind of being around screens all day. That's normal for me. I get headaches a lot. But I can't read an arc right now because, especially an e-arc, which that's what it is, because staring at a screen is just going to make it worse. So that's why I'm crocheting and listening to Critical Role. But that's fine. Tomorrow I go back to work in the afternoon, back to the studio, teaching again, which it's going well. It's nice to be back in the studio. Of course, there's like a million COVID precautions put in place. Of course, we have so many different things that we have to do now, which makes it a little hard to teach, but it's nice to be with my kids. And I think it's nice for them too, because they've had like 6 months of being at home with their parents, and they're just back at school now, and having someone like your piano teacher to just kind of chat with for a bit is nice. And it's nice for me too. I miss my kids. I've had a few of them, like a few of my kids I've had now for many years, so it's nice to see them again. But yeah, anyway, so that's what's happening tomorrow. I haven't worked on Project Dream at all today. Man, today was just not productive. I did buy more yarn though. I found 3 more rolls of the yellow for my blanket because this blanket's gonna be huge and I need that much yarn. So I'm actually working on the gray right now. But yeah, that's what's happening. That's what this weekend became. I finished 1 book and that was like 2 days ago. And I haven't read much since. And I probably won't read any this evening. Well, there's about an hour left of Critical Role, which will take me to about 11. So around 11 maybe I'll read, depending on how I'm feeling. Depending if I want to jump into the next episode of Critical Role or if I want to read. But I will chat with you tomorrow when I close out this vlog. But yeah, a decided lack of reading this weekend, which makes me kind of sad because I have so many books on my TBR that I want to get to before the end of September, but the end of September is here. Like, it's the 27th today, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, that's okay. I really want to get to Keeper of the Lost Cities Lodestar, and I really want to finish my reread of the An Ember in the Ashes, and I have so many other books on the go right now that it hurts. But that's okay. We put too much expectations on ourselves as readers, especially when we're on the book internet. Read a book. If you don't enjoy it, put it down. Pick up another one. And if you don't want to read, don't read. Watch YouTube. Watch Netflix. Do what you want. You don't need to be reading all the time. No matter how guilty it makes us feel, we don't need to be doing it. Anyways, I'm a little delirious, which is interesting. So I will catch up with you tomorrow. So it is like 20 to 1 in the morning, and I really need to be sleeping right now. Update. I'm on page 112 of An Ember in the Ashes. But more importantly, I may have just hit 600 subscribers. You guys, I don't know what happened. This morning I looked at my numbers and it was 583, and then I looked at my numbers just now and it was 597, and then I shared it and now I'm at 600 and I'm like, oh my god. Thank you guys so much for 600 subscribers. That's like insane. It's crazy. And I had to like take 10 minutes to like process it. But I think I'm gonna need a long time to process it. 600 of you. Wow. Hi, welcome to my little corner of booktube. That makes me so happy. Oh, you guys are the best. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed now and dream happy dreams. Hello friends, happy Monday. I am here in my library just picking up some sheet music that I just printed for one of my students. I don't have her tonight, but I have her Wednesday, and I forgot to bring it last week, so bringing it now. But yes, I figured I would close out this vlog because it's Monday. What else am I gonna do today? I'm gonna go to work in about an hour and a half, I think. I don't actually know what time it is, but roughly around then. It is also like the end of September, so that's kind of terrifying. Gotta plan out my October things, all the things. But yes. Oh, I just got a really fun video idea that would be really cool to do for October, so that's gonna be great, but gotta write that down before I forget it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I know I didn't get a whole bunch of reading done this weekend and it was kind of boring, but hopefully next weekend will be a little bit better. I'll plan something to do that'll make it a little bit more exciting. Maybe a 12-hour write-a-thon. I don't know, something that would be fun. But yes, what did I do this weekend? I finished Wicked and the Wallflower, crocheted a lot, watched a lot of Critical Role, and that's about it. Oh, and I did hit the 500k mark in Project Dream, and I hit 600 subscribers on YouTube, which is just crazy to me. Thank you guys so much for hanging out in my little corner of booktube. It makes me so happy. So happy. Anyways, friends, I'm gonna leave it here. I really hope you enjoyed watching, and I will catch you in another video soon. Stay kind and keep on reading.